Welcome in. This is Reiki by request. For the next 2 hours or so, we will do Reiki energy healing ASMR. Just getting set up for today's live stream. Let me know in the chat how everything is sounding on your end. The music, the volume of my voice. Let me know if everything sounds all right. Thank you, Ava. Welcome in. Sounds good. We'll be getting started in another 2 minutes. 2, thank you for following. Welcome. Come on in and make yourself comfortable. Ash, hello. Thanks for following, Charms. I hope you're doing well today. Let me know in the chat as you arrive how you're feeling today, how you're doing. We'll be getting started in just another minute. Thank you, Ash. These earrings are not amethyst. They're just a purple colored stone. Namaste, Alice. Welcome in. Namaste. All right, let's go ahead and get started with today's session. As we begin, I'd like to just explain what this session is and introduce myself, and then we'll jump in. This is Reiki by request. Anytime during the next 2 hours of the live stream, you can feel free to make a request for personalized Reiki energy healing. Today's pinned gift is maple leaves. And Melissa, you thought that I was bugging out there. It's just a little movement of energy. Today's pinned gift is maple leaves. It is a bit of an expensive one at 500 coins. If you gift today's pinned gift, you will get an extra long session, longer than usual hello mat. Perfect. Come on in and relax. Oh, good, Matt. I'm glad that it helped you. I was thinking about you. I'm glad. Perfect. Hello, Amir, and welcome in. Today's pinned gift is a little bit of a pricey one. You'll get a longer healing than usual today. I'm excited to see the maple leaves. I only have time for 5 of them today, so that's why the gift goal is set for 5. Oh, wow, Ash. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I love that. Perfect. Thank you so much, Ash. That was awesome. Ash, let me know in the chat anytime during the live stream if you'd like to make a request. Thank you so much. Requests can be anything at all. Perhaps you're dealing with something. You just want a little bit of energetic attention. Good morning, Busy. My name is Jen. I am a certified Reiki Master Teacher. And for the next 2 hours or so, I'll be offering Reiki energy in order to receive Reiki. You only need to open to receive, being willing to receive. I use some ASMR elements of these slow hand movements and a soft-spoken, tender voice and some guided meditation with imagery to help you to relax and settle so that you can receive. Welcome, Purple, another Reiki Master Teacher. Absolutely. Before we begin, I also want to say that anyone can receive Reiki. Also, anyone can give Reiki. No matter what the request is, Reiki always arrives exactly as it's needed for you in this moment. And Reiki always only works for your highest good and nothing else. Thanks for following. All right, let's get started with our session for today. As we begin, let me know in the chat how you're doing today, how you're feeling. We have a request first thing from Ash, who's looking for an intuitive healing. I'm just writing that down. Feeling stressed a lot. Stuck. Can't get back to the hustle mat. Anna feeling blocked. Juliet is pretty exhausted. Angie is excited. Ash, you're feeling stressed. Overwhelmed, Adali. Purple in need of alignment. Yeah, lots of clients. Melissa feeling anxious. Mirren feeling some pain. Marcel with decision paralysis. Blue looking for good vibes. Ava dealing with some low self-esteem, and Lexi with some stress. Damla with mood swings. Al's feeling hopeful. Nicole with some detachment emotionally. Busy's feeling down. Jules having some sickness, pain, and anxiety. Angel overwhelmed, stuck. Blue with some anxiety and stress, Ava with depression. I'm not feeling nervous today. Glenn, stress from the Yankee games. All right. Let's jump into our first healing request for the day. Hello, Dominique. Hopefully this will help you. Each of you to feel settled, cared for, seen, relaxed, and open. Please accept this Reiki energy healing today. Brought with compassion and love. All right. Give me a moment to sit with Ash's request. She asked for an intuitive healing. We'll see what comes to mind. All right. Give me just a moment to grab a crystal and we'll get started. All right. The energy that came to mind was a crystal energy. And this is carnelian crystal. I'll be using that in just a moment. I wanted to begin just by searching into the auric landscape. Encouraging you to release, letting go of energy that feels heavy. Allowing yourself to feel whatever is there in that auric space. Transient emotions, transient sensations. Just looking. Perfect, Odette. Welcome. Allowing yourself to acknowledge whatever is there today. Whatever it is, it's all right. Let it come and let it go. Let it come and let it go. Good. Moving now into the root chakra. where we're going to do most of our work. With this particular healing, this is carnelian, and it has a vein of clear quartz running through the middle. Hello, Monica. This is such a wonderful specimen of carnelian because not only does it deliver the grounding and warming properties of carnelian, but it also delivers this uplifting and clarifying energy of the clear quartz. Clear quartz also amplifies the energy of the carnelian. So this is a very strong specimen of carnelian. Spending a few moments with this crystalline energy as it begins to move from the aura inward, traveling down through the chakras. I'm so glad, Simply. Matt, I love that analogy. That comparison. Watching as this carnelian with quartz tumbles down through the chakras as it moves from the airy energy of the mind down through the third eye, down through the throat chakra, down through the heart center, down through the solar plexus, down through the sacral center, and nesting right between the sacral chakra and the root chakra. Good. Letting this carnelian energy arrive right in that lower energy center. Thank you for using the emojis in the chat. I love to see that. Thank you. The first sensation of carnelian is its grounding. Imagining there are roots, a system of fine, soft roots that begin to grow. From the lower chakras as they reach downward, finding the earth, finding the soil, As those roots move into the soil, imagine the sensation of touching the cool, rich earth. Taking a deep breath here, inhaling through the nose, and as you exhale, imagine the roots journeying deeper into that cool and rich soil. Good. Each exhalation directs the roots down a little deeper. Karen, thank you for the autumn love. Focus on that exhale for a few more breaths. Go ahead. And each round of breath, moving those roots deeper down. Hello, Annabelle. Welcome. Shay, I'm live here on Mondays and Wednesdays. You can click on my profile picture and I post my times there if you forget. Thanks for asking. Jenny, thank you so much for the star map, Polaris. That's so beautiful. Thank you. Gorgeous. Marcel, thank you for the autumn leaves. Thank you for gifting the pinned gift. If you'd like to make a request during the live stream, please put it in the chat anytime. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. Kim, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the autumn leaves. I love that. Kim, if you'd like to make a request anytime during the live stream, just put it in the chat. You can make a request by gifting the pinned gift, which today is autumn leaves. I am on until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Anxiety and sickness. I'm just writing that down. Thank you, Kim. You're welcome. Watching as those roots grow downward. Reaching deeper with the breath. As they journey, feeling rooted and safe. I invite you to surrender into a feeling of safety now. What does it feel like to allow yourself to be held. In a cool and rich embrace. Imagine that nurturing earth wrapping around you. With its safety. Good. Yes. It is carnelian. Surrendering to the sensation of being held. Feeling the sensation of safety. Taking your time. Many of us might struggle to feel safe. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for using the emote, the chat. That's all right. Taking your time, nestling toward the earth, rooting downward and grounding. Gina, that's so sweet. Good. As we grow those roots downward, I'd like to bring in a secondary function of carnelian. Carnelian brings the energy of fire, the element of fire. As we nestle into the grounding safety of the earth, we feel safe enough to rekindle our inner flame. You know the flame that I mean. That fire inside that helps us to feel energized and alive, to feel connected to ourselves and others with the fire of life, our passions that bring us joy. With the fire comes upward momentum and warmth. Imagine that in the safest space, deep in the cool and rich earth, we rediscover the fire and passion within. Hello, Becca. Casey, it does look delicious, doesn't it? A polished crystal sometimes looks like a hard candy. Deep in the grounding earth, we find the remnants of an old bonfire. Perhaps it went out a long time ago, or maybe just recently. The flames have dwindled, and that life force energy has been lost. Malamart, the best way to explain the benefits of Reiki is just to observe them yourself as you receive. And then tell me, what do you feel as you open and receive? All around you are embers and ash, remnants of an old fire. As you breathe in, imagine a spark of light. A light that catches a flame and begins to grow. As it brightens the space deep down in the roots. Imagine watching that fire as it grows, as it catches a blaze. The yellows and oranges and reds growing and lighting the space. Filling the space with warmth you turn your head and let the glow wash over your face. Breathing in the colorful and warming energy of a new fire that burns gently within. Thanks, Veronica. You allow that fire to burn unapologetically, watching as its energy begins to rise, fanning the flames with your breath. inner fire, that inner light beginning to climb up through the chakras, bathing each energy center in warmth and encouraging each chakra to spin clearly and freely. Oh, I didn't see MM's comment. Let me scroll up and see. Oh, I love that. Thank you, MM. It's always good to stay in check. Welcome in. Feeling the warmth and the energy of rejuvenation. As that old fire reignites. That's okay. No worries. Perfect, Megan. Thanks, Jay. Good. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. I'd like you to gather that light within. Embracing the sensation of aliveness as a gift. Perfect. Good luck to you on your interview today. Me too, Silver. May you find some relief. Thank you, Ash, for your request today. Let me know in the chat how that carnelian journey arrived for you. If you'd like to make your own request during today's live stream, you're welcome. You can always gift the pinned gift today, which is maple leaves. It is a pricey gift, so your session will be a little bit longer than usual. Thank you again. Appreciate it. I hope it was helpful for you. Coming up next, we have a request from Marcel. And Marcel, I know that you put in the chat what you wanted, but I didn't have a chance to write it down. So give me a moment to just scroll backwards, and I just want to see what you had written. Give me just a sec to scroll back. Got it. Emotional blockages. You just put it in there. Got it. Just writing that down. After Marcel will be Kim. Marcel has a request for emotional blockage. Give me just a moment to sit with that, and we'll get started. All right, malachite came to mind almost immediately. Let me go ahead and grab that and we'll get started. Hello, Elaine. All right, thanks for following. Come in. Our next request is from Marcel. And I had this crystal, this is malachite, come to mind. And we'll get started with that energy in just a moment. Oh, so to become a certified Reiki master teacher, you'll want to take some of the many certification courses that are offered in person or online. In fact, I myself am developing my own certification program right now. It's not ready yet, so I don't want to say too much. I'm almost done with my level 1 course, but there are many people that offer certification courses that you can take. You can go to some of the international Reiki websites as well. They will oftentimes list trainings that they're holding in order to become certified to reach the master level. Oftentimes there are different levels to certification, such as level 1, then level 2, level 3. Depending on the program, there is a master level, which may or may not be level 3. Sometimes it's level 4. Sometimes the master teacher is combined with master. Sometimes it's separate. So it depends on the training program that you use. But yes, I will be offering my own trainings coming up soon. I highly encourage, if you love Reiki, just to learn more about it. Silo, I'm happy to answer the question later. I just want to get to this next healing. I will definitely let you know, of course. I wanted to begin with a bit of energetic clearing. This is selenite. And I'll be using these selenite wands to encourage the movement of blockages, first in the auric space, and then we'll move more deeply into some of the deeper energy bodies. Let's begin with that, of course. Selenite is named after Selene, one of the energies of the moon. Selenite brings the qualities of moonlight. Of course, silvery, cooling, and gently illuminating. Imagine that through your window, the silver and cool light of the moon pours in, coloring everything in the room with its easy and shadowed light. You move outdoors to bathe in the silvery rays of that moon. First, the moonlight shines upon the crown of your head. Imagine the sensation of moonlight as it pours over and through the crown of your head like a soft waterfall of gentle, serene light. You watch as that light streams downward through the third eye, through the throat, pooling into the chest. Take some air in. Moving down into the belly, the solar plexus, touching the hips, the sacral chakra, and pooling toward the earth. Imagine now that this moonlight water moves around you like a cocoon, settling almost like a shell, encapsulating the body in easy and gentle light. Good. Can you see that shell? It's almost like a halo surrounding the body. Let it circulate, moving and gently nudging any shadowed or stuck or heavy energy to move through. That's it. The auric space washed in silvery moonlight. That nudges any unwanted energy through. Oh, good. Good. I'd like you to move into that auric space. Feeling the tender, silvery moonlight wrapping around you, inviting movement inviting freedom, letting energy come and go. Good. Perfect. I'd like to do a little bit of precision pulling here. Releasing any blockages. I invite you to engage your breath here. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And following the breath as it makes its way to points of tension in the energy bodies. Letting the breath guide you right into those blockages. Just following the breath like you would a guide. Giving the breath a mission and setting it free through the body. Hello, Philip. Thank you for the roses. Welcome in. Good. Nothing to do with those blockages except to see them and acknowledge them. I'd like to use this malachite crystal next. As we move more deeply into the energy bodies, good. Just letting this malachite energy arrive. The energy of this crystal that I'd like to engage is its penchant for change. Malachite is a crystal of changes, transformations, transmutations, transitions. The energy coaxes you to move directly into a blockage. Breathing fresh energy into that space. And imagining what it can become as it changes and moves. Malachite is especially healing for those blockages of the heart and the emotional energy body, changing in the heart space can be challenging. The heart is a tender space, but this is a tender energy. It seeks not to remove the blockages or the pieces from the heart. Instead, it seeks to change, to guide the emotions towards something kinder, something softer. Changing what's there, inviting it to evolve and grow. Just want to place this malachite right here. Let's see, just like that. And I'd like to spend a little bit of time here engaging this green ray light into the heart space as we infuse the heart with easy green ray light. You can imagine that green light as it swirls into the chambers of the heart. Let it move freely and find those areas that are tense or stuck. Thank you. Hello, Garcelle. Thank you so much for the forest elf. Appreciate it. Thank you. As that green ray light moves through the heart, allowing it to bring change. It's all right for you to take your time. Change is not easy most of the time. For most of us, we could spend a very long time resisting change. It's all right. It's all right. Taking our time and reassuring the heart that it's safe. Hello. This is malachite. Letting go of any frustration that comes when we anticipate change. It never does happen the way that we want it to, does it? The way that we expect. That's all right. Trusting in the energy to move exactly how it's needed. Allowing change. Thank you so much for the cap. So cool. Thank you so much. letting change come. Thank you for the roses and the bear. Appreciate it. Perfect. I'd like you to imagine one more thing for me. Right here in the chamber of the heart, I'd like you to envision the heart space as a cathedral, a gorgeous one, that when you look up, you see all of the intricacies and the beauty of the architecture inside. Can you see it with its soft lines, smooth edges? Its bright and clean white space. Imagine the cathedral of the heart, full of verdant green light, soft, gentle, touching each ridge. You can see it. Good. Breathing in that light into the cathedral of the heart, letting it shine. That green light brings nourishment and safety to the heart space, dissolving the tension and the blockages of the heart in its own time, in its own way. I want you to hold that image of the green lit cathedral. Holding on to it for a little while longer. Good. Thank you so much for your request, Marcel. Let me know in the chat, everyone, if that malachite journey served you in any way. Let me know what it brought up for you and how you feel. If you'd like to share, please do. If you'd like to make a request of your own during today's live stream, you can always gift the pinned gift. Today, it's an expensive one. It's 500 coins. It's more expensive than I usually have. It's autumn leaves, but you can see the requests are a little bit longer and more involved than usual. So that's the trade-off. Coming up next, we have a request from Kim. Oh, that's okay, Feather. No worries. If the color green doesn't arrive, just let it be. There's no need to force it. It's going to come through in its own time and in its own way. That's true. That's true, Dee. It's not that much money for me, but it is more money to purchase the coins. You're welcome, of course. Coming up next, we have a request from Kim. I do not use Zelle, but I do use PayPal and Venmo. I do have the links for those in my profile, in my link tree. There are some links there for various things. Thank you. Coming up next is a request from Kim, looking for a healing focused on anxiety and sickness. Thank you so much, Dee. Appreciate it. All right, give me just a moment to sit with that request and we'll get started. Thank you, Amber. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the autumn leaves. Just writing your name down. Let me know in the chat, Amber, if you have a request for today's session. All right, give me a moment to sit with Kim's request and we'll get started. All right. I wanted to use two energies. One for the sickness and then one for the anxiety. But try as I may, only one is coming through. So let's explore it and see if it touches each, because I think it might, and I couldn't get it out of my mind. So I wanted to use this crystal energy. This is Unakite. And I have these little pieces of crystal here in this bottle, and it makes a wonderful sound when I shake it. I actually like using the little specimens for Unakite better than a large specimen. And let me tell you why. You can see from the coloring of the crystal what it does, I think. It has that rich pink coloring, which signals a very emotional energy, but also a very fleshy energy of the physical body. So we have that. And it also has this grayish, brown, green coloring, which is reminiscent of a grounding and purifying energy. Thank you. And those two are working together with Unakite. All right, that's enough for my TED Talk about Unakite. Let's spend a little bit of time here with this energy. Amber, looking for stress-induced insomnia relief. I'm just going to write that down. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. As I shake this bottle of tiny Unakite pebbles, I want you to imagine that its sound and its energy is jostling any stuck or stagnant energy in the physical body. Thank you. just shaking it up, like you would if you are literally standing and literally shaking through your body. Like you start tossing out your fingers, you start moving your head, you start moving your shoulders and your hips and shaking out your legs. That kind of action. If you've ever done that kind of physical activity, you might know that when you bring your body into stillness after that, you feel sensation all the way through your body. If you can actually do that, Kim, or anyone who's feeling some physical ailment, I would encourage you to do that. Just standing up and shaking everything out in a vigorous way. Or what you can. Sammy, thank you so much for the autumn leaves. Let me write you down. Let me know in the chat if you have a request for today. Thank you for helping me reach my gift goal. I think 5 is all we'll have time for today, but we might have time for more. Thank you so much. Wow. Griselle, thank you for the united heart. If you don't mind, Kim, since you can shake it out, I'm going to shake it out with you. I know that's weird, but that's what I'm feeling like doing, so try not to laugh. Or laugh. Laughing is good. If you can join us and shake it out, if you're having some physical sensation today, whether it's tension or anxiety or sickness or pain, and of course, you don't have to stand up and shake the whole body. You can just shake fingers. You can just move the head back and forth, right? Whatever you can do. If you can join us for this little shaking exercise, please do. If not, just sit and relax and watch and feel the energy coming through, and then we'll continue. So let's go ahead and shake it out. All right. It's a little weird. All right. Whew. Sammy, let me write that down. All right. If you joined us for that little shaking activity, either physically or energetically, and you come to a stop, you feel that rising heat and that rising sensation as you bring the body back into stillness. So let's sit with that change for just a moment. The change from rising heat to stillness and coolness. We rest in that in-between. And that in-between can feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I want you to just allow. Allowing that sensation as that rising and active energy settles back into peace. Yeah. Good. That's the sensation we're looking for with the unakite when we're shaking it. When I say jostling, that's what I mean. Yeah, good. Unakite is one of the primary crystals I use for physical healing. Amethyst is another, of course. Always amethyst, but unakite is also very good. Amethyst works with elevating the physical body into a spiritual energy. Unakite is the opposite. It works with uniting the physical body with the earth energy and the grounding energy. Hello. Good. Allowing yourself to ground down as the energy of the jostling begins to settle. Oops. There we go. Sorry. Moving from an active energy right into a still and peaceful energy. Hello, Kiki from Germany. Good. Hello from the Netherlands. I don't know about you, but when I struggle with anxiety, it oftentimes feels like that space between the active and the passive, that space right in between, when your body is moving and building heat and momentum, versus when it's becoming still and quiet. There's that strange in-between space where your body feels unanchored. Asking you to move into that middle space. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable there, but you're safe there. Using the breath to help you settle right into that space between the active and passive energy. A space of transition. A space of gray instead of black or white. It's not a space that we're usually comfortable occupying. That's all right. Take your time. Good. Unakite is also an energy that helps us to acknowledge and release any habitual practices or behaviors or beliefs that have colored our physical health in a challenging way. Thank you, Rebecca. Aloha. Good to see you here. Reiki is not a religious practice. Excuse me. I'm feeling a lot of movement in there. Good. Take a rest, Philip. No allergies, just the movement of energy. Good. Remember that sensation is all right when it comes up. Sensation is just the movement and change of energy. Let it come and go with ease. Reiki always works for your highest good. It's not connected to any practice or religious beliefs. Reiki is life force energy, an energy that all living beings possess. Of course, Reiki is actually quite simple. It's nothing complicated. It's nothing dredged in historical practices that are well established. Although there are histories of Reiki, of course, they're not defining histories. Reiki is there for everyone, no matter their beliefs or their practices. It's actually a very simple thing. Yes, Reiki must be accepted and desired to be received. It is an energy of choice. Really, huh? What's your first language, my friend? Good. Letting that jostling, rising energy meet the peaceful energy at the other side as we move into that gray space between active and passive. Oh, Ukrainian. Everything does have an opposite, Danny, I would say. I'll have to think about what the negative parts would be of Reiki because nothing comes to mind for me right off the bat. Oh, I think maybe it would be that this is something that I experienced myself. So I can speak to that maybe, that sometimes we think that we are ready for healing. And we truly believe that and desire that healing to come. But when we receive it, sometimes it doesn't feel as wonderful and freeing as we had hoped. Sometimes healings can feel confrontational, especially when the challenges that being unwell bring have brought us certain boons. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying. It's like I can only speak for myself, but when I'm in an unwell space, whether it's physically or mentally or emotionally, I receive certain boons. Of course, I receive a lot of negative things as well, of course. But there are also certain boons that come with any experience, right? There's both. There's good and bad, light and dark, positive and negative, challenging and easy, such is life, right? But a healing journey kind of illuminates the ways that being stuck in an unwell place can make you feel as if, I don't want to say it's desirable, but it's easier maybe sometimes to stay in a space of stagnation or even hurt. Of course, consciously, we don't desire that. We want to change and be happier and better and more balanced, but I think the reality for many of us can be surprising when healing begins. So that's a long answer to your question of what is the con or the negative side of Reiki. I think it's the same for any kind of healing. It's a complicated thing, isn't it? It can be. Healing can be complicated. It's not as simple as we want it to be, like most things. And that's all right. It's just part of a human experience, isn't it? So much is unknown, and we just do our best to maneuver and move through a world that can be hard to understand. That's all right. I hope that answers your question, Danny. Thank you. Perfect. Kim, I hope that all of that, the healing, the unakite, the shaking, and the conversation about Reiki was all part of your journey. And I hope it serves you well. Thank you so much for your request. I appreciate it. I always love that roundabout moment when something unexpected comes into the experience like that. You're welcome. Good. All right, coming up next, we have 2 more requests for this session. We have about half an hour left. Thanks for using the team emojis in the chat. Appreciate that. All right, coming up next, we have a request from Amber, who's looking for some relief from stress-induced insomnia. Give me just a minute. I already know what I'm going to use, so let me just grab it. Absolutely. Reiki can aid in pretty much anything. It really is an energy of simple balancing. That word is so key in Reiki, is balance and balancing. It feels like that's the root of wellness for anything in life, doesn't it? All right, I wanted to begin by using this. This is actually a shamanic tool. This is called Moki marbles. And at the center of each marble is a crystal called hematite. Hematite is very good, and the hematite has been kind of fossilized. So there's this hard shell over it. Let me see if I can find my piece of hematite. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I get so excited about the Moki marbles. This is hematite. It's very dense, it's heavy. It's like a gunmetal gray color. Hematite is used for deep energy clearing, especially of energy that we find darker, or a lot of people use the word negative when they do like negative energy clearing, things like that. Hematite is the title holder crystal for that kind of work. Moki marbles have hematite at the center and then a kind of fossilized covering over. This is a shamanic tool that a lot of shaman practitioners use, but I wanted to use Moki marbles to do some energy pulling, just leading the threads or the strands of that dense or shadowy energy, leading it outward. Just gently pulling it out. An image comes to mind when I say that. Do you know when you watch those nature shows and you see like monkeys or gorillas who are grooming or cleansing members of their family, and they're sort of reaching in and pulling out, pieces of debris or maybe some bugs, something like that. That's the kind of thing that we're doing with these Moki marbles, if that makes sense. Each time that a thread is pulled, imagine softening and allowing the thread to move away. Thread by thread. Imagine being cleansed in that way that I described. like a loved one reaching onto the skin and removing threads of debris. Just pulling gently away any pieces weighing you down. Can you imagine what it feels like to have those threads softly pulled, bringing relief and ease? Good. It's almost like the peace that comes if you were a sweater. Someone grabs onto a loose thread of the sweater. Have you ever watched when you pull on a thread slowly, how each little knot begins to unravel slowly? Oh. Sorry, my dog was barking in the background. Begins to slowly unravel. Imagine that sensation. Thread by thread, letting go of what no longer serves you. Oh, of course. Thanks for following on YouTube. Appreciate that. What do you think, Mav? Let me know in the chat. Perfect, Lucy. Just enjoy. Relax. Taking a moment and just receiving that clearing and grounding energy of the Moki marbles. Absolutely. Jeff, I love my nose so much. I always tell my daughter, oh, I wish you had my nose. She has a little button nose. I love a big nose. Wonderful. India, you can check my profile. By clicking my profile picture, I have all my links there for social media and services. I'll tell you a quick story. When I first met the family of my ex-husband, I'm since remarried, but when I married my first husband and I was meeting his family for the first time, when I walked through the door, the first thing that his father said was, "Your nose." He loved it so much because it was so big. And I knew immediately that it was a warm and loving family. I loved it. He loved a good, strong Roman-style nose. He thought it was a quality of strength. I loved that. The next energy I'd like to use is this one, which is aquamarine. Now that we've cleared the space a little bit with the Moki marbles, I'd like to introduce this very calming energy. Calming and grounding. But like being grounded in the water rather than the earth. Aquamarine is a resonance of tranquility. Imagining the most tranquil waves, barely perceptible on the surface, moving so slightly. You listen to the sound of those soft waves on waters clear and blue. A gentle blue-green of serenity and tranquility. I want you to imagine those waves and the sound of that gentleness and ease surrounding you. And I want you to return to that precise landscape as you're searching for rest and sleep. As far as the eye can see, an easy, watery landscape. It doesn't scare you with its vastness. Instead, it brings comfort and ease. Each tiny wave delivering love, delivering peace, bringing the ease that you need to move you deeper into tranquility. It's all right for you to rest. I invite you to rest right now. Maybe not sleeping. No matter where you are in your day, I'd like you to move that scene of the waves into a pocket of your mind. Imagine the scene pulling away, shrinking and moving, and tucking itself in. And whenever you need rest, you unlock the door of that tiny compartment full of tranquil waves, the sound of tiny waves, blue, green, and still, imperceptibly moving. You inhale and exhale. The feeling of peace. Salome, thank you for becoming a super fan. Appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you. Aquamarine is also an energy of judgmentalism, which is one of the reasons that I chose it for this particular healing. If you're feeling frantic in your mind or in your heart, so that you are struggling to rest, to allow yourself to rest, to accept rest. This energy is one that helps to dissolve all of that judgment, the harsh overthinking or judgment that you hold on yourself. Sending that judgmentalism afloat like a little boat, a little sailboat that moves on the tranquil waves of the sea. You place that little sailboat down and you watch as it slowly glides away. Can you see it? Good. Perfect. Letting that aquamarine energy arrive. Perfect. Thank you so much for your request, Amber. And I hope that that aquamarine experience, I hope it serves you. Let me know in the chat if anything came up for you with that aquamarine journey. Aquamarine is a crystal of tranquility and ease. It helps to resolve any kind of judgmentalism that you might be feeling. It's very good for insomnia and helping to send you on the tranquil seas of peace. It does other things too, like most crystals. All right. We have one more request for today's session. It's our last request of the day. It's for Sammy. Sammy is looking for some energy to help during a period of postpartum. Give me just a moment to sit with that, and we'll get started. All right, I just did a little research because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use a crystal. But then I saw something and it triggered something in my mind for this energy. So hold on, I'm gonna grab my moonstone. Good, Taylor, just rest. All right, I wanted to start with just some plain Reiki without any crystal, but I am going to bring in this specimen of moonstone. This is a small specimen. It's a worry stone. I wish I had a bigger piece. The moonstone in this is very tiny. Let me see if I can catch it with the light here for you to see. Oh yes, it's on this side. Where is it? Nope, I can't get it quite. Okay, hold on. Sometimes that's hard to see. I'm going to turn up the light. Hold on. Give me just a second. This moonstone is kind of hard to locate because this specimen is so small in it. I just want to try. It is here. Oh, there it is. I see it. I don't know if you can see it right there. Oh. Trying to get the light to catch it just right. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Anyway, then I'll move into using the moonstone. Did you see it good? It's a small specimen. Engaging in energy of letting go. being gentle and kind to your body, to your mind, to your heart during this time of immense change. I'm not sure that so much change occurs in such a short time in many other experiences. So just opening space for yourself to move through this period of transition, allowing yourself to feel whatever is there in the moment. Let it come and let it go. Postpartum is a very strange season because it's a season of both coming and going simultaneously, receiving and letting go. It's a season that we can't really prepare for. As you go through a time of immense change, uncertainty, give yourself the space to ride the waves, allowing yourself to move in and out, sensations of joy and gratitude, and the feelings of abandon and uncertainty. It's all right. Making space to care for yourself as you learn to care for another. It might take practice. That's all right. All things change with time. Promise yourself to stay present. Promise yourself that you will never forget that you are strong. And every day, you're open to learning. And every day, you're open to healing. Sometimes experiences that we want or we expect to be joyous, even if they do bring so much joy, can also come with pain and grief. It's a strange combination, isn't it? It's all right. It's a space of receiving and letting go. It's a strange season, but you can move through it. You can allow it. energy itself will move and change. Making space. Good. I wanted to use this moonstone. Even though my specimen is scanty, it's kind of hard to find it. It is there. Oh, there it is. Oh, I just caught the light so good. There it is. Oh, do you see it? That is a good shot of it. There's one here, and there's one down here too, but this one, oh, there it is. Yes. Oh, I can't move it closer. Oh, perfect. It's like finding treasure. Moonstone is an energy of hormonal balance. Like the moon that pulls and pushes, draws things to it, and also pushes them away. Moonstone is an energy of the feminine, not in terms of sex or gender, rather feminine energy, which is an energy of nourishment, an energy of emotion, an energy of softness that doesn't know gender or sex. It's just an energy. Moonstone brings a balancing energy of the hormones, ebb and flow, exactly. Yeah. While our hormones or the chemicals in our bodies are changing, no matter what it's from, it can cause a bit of what I'm seeing in my mind is like a frantic dance. I think that's what it can feel like sometimes, is like you're almost lost at sea, sort of pushed and pulled with an energy that you don't quite understand. Moonstone brings some stabilization, some balancing, working to pull those chemicals toward equilibrium. Thanks, Emily. And just observing as this moonstone moves through, and every experience is different. Every birth is different. Try not to hold yourself to the memory of how other situations have played out. See if you can make room for each new experience. It's not easy. That's all right. Just making some space. Oh, good, Lauren. letting that divine feminine energy of the moon, letting it remind you of your strength. Strength in softness, strength in vulnerability, strength in surrender as you move with the ebb and flow, the push and the pull. Look how you can see that now. I was looking so hard for the moonstone in the specimen. Look how it shines now. That's it. Not everybody can understand the moon energy, especially in this world. It's not from the moon, huh? No. Just like the moon, the energy can be elusive and hard to understand. I know. That's all right. We don't need to understand it. We can feel it. That's the power of the divine feminine. And remember, the divine feminine energy is not about sex or gender. It's just a part of life form experience on this planet that we all possess. Good. Welcoming in this energy of nourishment and softness during this time. Let yourself be soft, if that's what the occasion calls for. It's okay. There's a season for softness. Remember, seasons aren't forever. All things change with time. For me, I know when I'm going through it, whatever it is, I really do feel like it's going to be this way forever. It's going to last forever. This is my life now, I think. It's going to be dark until the end of time. But then eventually you know that the light always comes again. Just hang on. That's it. Thank you for your request, and I hope that supports you. And anyone who finds themselves in a strange season, for whatever reason, we should make that album Strange Season. I think a lot seasons. We all go through them at some point. Some are harder than others, but they always change with time. So just hang on. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Reiki by request. Welcome to the new followers, and thank you for all of your comments in the chat. Appreciate your support and your sharing. Thank you for your very generous gifts today. Thank you for helping me reach my gift goal. Thank you for all of your requests and for helping create a safe space. You're in a strange season too. Yep. Wishing you a safe journey through that season. I can't remember what else I wanted to say. If you click on my profile picture, you can find my links for social media and services if you're interested. Also, I forgot to let you know during the live stream that superfans can join my monthly Reiki healing circle, which I hold on the 1st of every month. Our next one is November 1st. It's new. This will be our 3rd one coming up. But let me know if you have any questions about that. I'm still figuring it out, but it's a communal healing circle where people can contribute their own healing energy if they'd like to serve the greater good and to serve the community of the circle. And all requests for superfans are free during that time. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again on Monday. Also, if you enjoy traditional ASMR, not with Reiki, I have a 2nd account just for ASMR. It's called Evening Springtime ASMR, and you can find it here on TikTok if you'd like to follow. I stream there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. You're welcome. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next week, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Philip. You too.